Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So since I bought my MacBook back in July 2014, I was looking for something to add a bit more functionality to it. Generally I would find myself using it out and about to edit, but then when I get back home I don't really do much with it. This will fix that solution. This is the Henge Docks 15-inch MacBook Pro with Retina display vertical docking station. This allows you to use it all in a vertical desktop setup, so you can edit with multiple screens and external devices as well, so you don't have to use it all built into one smaller machine. You can have a big setup, you can add external hard drives and use all the expandability that the MacBook Pro offers, all within a small unit. So the docking station makes use of the left hand side of the MacBook. You can actually charge your device from this as well, which is always good. It has expandability for one USB 3, two Thunderbolt 2 ports and also the 3.5mm audio. You can still use all your right hand side of the MacBook Pro as well, simply connecting into the top. You still get access to the SD card slot, which for me was very important as I always use that to take footage from my camera. And since the 15-inch MacBook Pros have the quad-core processor, you really get a chance to make the most out of that powerhouse. And one thing I really do like about this is the styling matches the MacBook Pro perfectly. You could literally put an Apple logo on it and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It's so well made. It's got the exact same materials that Apple use as well, and the colour matches so perfectly you'd literally tell no difference. Looking over the box, it's a lovely matte grey box with all the branding and necessary items on there as well. On the back you get a detailed specification about the ins and outs and just what you can do with this. Obviously it's up to you. You've got Thunderbolt 2 ports on there, so if you want to hook up external hard drives you can, or even if you want to output to external monitors you can as well. There's a nice demonstration on the box that actually shows two cinema displays in action with the MacBook Pro, but for somebody like me this isn't an affordable solution, so I'm just running it with my two LG monitors. So opening the box up, you do get a lovely presentation of the Henge Dock itself. It weighs an absolute ton as well, which is always good to make sure that MacBook is very safe on the desk. When you've got the MacBook actually docked into it, it's literally going nowhere. It doesn't wobble either, which is always good because it's so heavy. There's two adapters included in the box as well, and this is for your MagSafe adapter. The different ones will represent the different ages of MagSafe, so make sure you get the right one when you install it. So taking a look at the Henge Dock itself, you can see the silver is bang on to the Apple silver, no difference whatsoever. Going for the less is more approach, and the nice Henge Dock branding on the side, as well as a small logo on the very end. It also has the very cold metal feel as well that the Apple products do have, so kind of picking that up, and then the MacBook you really couldn't tell that it was a Henge Dock product over an Apple one. So looking at the kind of ins and outs, on the right hand side is where all your external cables will come from. They're actually all tucked underneath when you actually get it as well, which means you've got a very small package if you wanted to fold it away or just literally have it on display with your MacBook. You can also see there a little screw thread. This is where your MagSafe adapter goes into and then it tightens in. It's well coated with rubber as well to make sure your MacBook gets the most protection possible as you put it in and out of the dock. And to go along with that, there's also ample ventilation at the bottom as well to make sure your MacBook can get the most air possible. So looking over the top, you can see the two Thunderbolt 2 or external display ports, the USB 3 port and also the 3.5mm connection. At the very bottom is where our MagSafe adapter is going to go. You literally pair it up with the correct adapter in the box, slide it in, and then that is ready to install. Here is the tool that's included as well to tighten the MagSafe adapter in. It clicks very firmly into the bottom of the base, so you're never going to lose it. I thought that was really cool because it meant it's always with your dock as well. After that you just slide it in from the bottom, then tighten it up with the included screwdriver and you're ready to go. I found that making it flush against the rest of the ports worked the best. Underneath you can see the rest of the cables that you do get included. They've got a nice length on them as well, and you can always tuck the ones in that you don't need. There's also some branding on the bottom as well. Then you can see all the cables coming out of the dock. That's all the ones that you actually get included, and then you've just got your MagSafe adapter to come out as well. So taking a bit of more of a close-up approach to the cables that you do get included, they're all Henge Dock branded, which is nice. And then you can see our two Thunderbolt 2, our USB 3.0 port and our 3.5mm connection. So to get you onto the main feature, which is actually putting the MacBook into the dock, it's the easiest thing you can possibly do, and it literally goes in with a nice solid click to confirm it's actually docked. Here it is set up how I'd actually be using it as well in a kind of editing scenario. I always have it to the right out of the way, make sure I've got ample room to use my mouse and things like that, but since it weighs so much it's never going to move anyway. There's a nice little Henge Dock logo on the edge as well, which is nice to have a bit of detail. So until this point, I've generally edited things out and about when I've been to events and on the train and things like that. I've never really taken a dabble and kind of done any desktop editing with my MacBook, but now this has given me the whole kind of situation where I can easily do it, especially docking it in and out just to charge it as well is a really great feature. Generally I'll take it with me when I go to the coffee shop and do emails and stuff like that, and then just having the ability to have it somewhere safe and really sturdy to sit and also charge is also really great. Saves a lot of hassle with fumbling about with MagSafe adapters. I can just have it plugged in under my desk all the time and then just dock it when I need to. Adding the Thunderbolt capabilities is also great if you wanted to add a scratch disk and you need some big storage to edit all these files and kind of move them about. That's a really great feature as well. And having the ports on the right hand side of the MacBook accessible is really good as well, considering the SD card is probably the most used thing on my MacBook, where I'm always putting my memory cards in from my camera. So the vertical dock for the MacBook Pro is a really great addition to have to any desktop setup, especially that I find editing with Premiere Pro on the Mac a lot more interesting and more of a joy to use than on a Windows-based machine. So it's really kind of opened a lot more capabilities on Windows for productivity. So if you want to get yourself one of these, I will put the links in the description box below. Big thank you for Henge Docks for sending this out for me to review, and we'll see you all again next time.